good? We on?
Bro, don't leave.
Alright. Let me scoot all this stuff over. Alright. Are we good? We straight?
Hey, if y'all want him to bring the Chiefs thing back into his background for Space Camp, type 1. Hold on. Go to the stream right quick.
I feel like there's gonna be only one person to type 1. I'm gonna get the Chief stuff back. I'm gonna get LED lights in the back. Everything's gonna be good, gang. Damn, my camera.
Hey, you gotta tell me before you go. Wait, you got LED lights or are you gonna order it?
You got like a promo code or something?
I just want to go with you. Hold on.
I didn't even know you could join share play. Oh, you pay for YouTube Red? Alright. We're gonna do the little my NBA eras, man. MYGM. You good. Alright, so let's look at these options. We got X player. Increased team chemistry gains and raises the natural team chemistry equilibrium. That's a big word for Elmo. Improve the benefits of all analytics perks by 30%. Away games are treated like home games for player performances and fatigue. Opposing GMs are more likely to make favorable trades. I think I might do Savant, man. Let's go with Savant. We're going to up our charisma. Is that all the points I could have used? Alright, man. What kind of perks we got? Is it an available perk in each one? Increase the vertical strength, hustle, sports psyche. Might do it, coaching. Increase all shooting by 3. Oh yeah. You gotta be able to shoot if you're on my team, baby. 82 games. Yeah, I guess. We're gonna do Hall of Fame, man. France. What team should I do, bruh? Michael, you gotta tell me what team I should be. If you're still in here, gang. What team? Let me know. In the comments, baby. I don't want the best team, but I also don't want a mid team either. PNX player, damn. Messed up on that one, but sorry. Let me know. Not gonna lie, but I'm gonna be making trades anyway, so might have to go with the. Come on. Let me know what team y'all want, man. What team? Heat. Alright. That's the first team I seen, man. Is this after Jimmy Butler or before Jimmy Butler? Because we're going to have to get him off the team. Ah, you got my email. Wonderful. Sure, boss. What did you want to talk about? Ah, you see, indecisive. We'll be consulting to folks about organization, resolving answer, long-term success. Sure. Oh, teams responsible. Okay, long-term. What does that mean for us, though? We're prime position to hold the best talent in the coming years. We want to take the first step on a multi-year plan, landing several top 3 picks. Woohoo! I'm totally on board. I'll make sure that we're in prime position to get the top 3 picks for this year. Sports medicine 7. Oh my. Have some concerns. Top 3 picks are incredibly valuable, and while doing it for one season, it's okay, but impossible to keep without losing team quality. Hey, bro. If we winning, ain't no way we gonna get the top 3 picks. Precisely, the board are prepared to be patient as the harvest you plant now bears fruit in the future. I feel like that's gonna make his morale go down. I'm gonna let you down. We'll do our best to make sure we're at the top of the league, even if it takes a few years to get there. Tremendous. We'll be looking forward to your success. First of all, I'm not trying to be doing all this losing. Keep grinding. Appreciate that, man. What are we talking about? Afternoon, Chief. Thanks for making the time. Of course, what did you want to talk about? Team isn't spending enough time in the film room. Clearly, this bothers you a lot. I don't want you to be frustrated. So, I seen that, man. I appreciate that. We're gonna put that as the pinned message for today, man. Keep grinding. Got you. I ain't gonna let you down. Great suggestion to me. We'll focus on behavior. Uh-oh, we got Bam out of bio. Hold on, gang. We gotta upgrade our defense. Tournament added. Changes happen in this era. Ooh. Let's look at the team. Contracts. Andrew Wiggins, Tyler Hero. Is that Kevin Love? Kyle Anderson, Nikola Jovic. Alright, I just follow return. Love support. Alright, I got you, gang. Appreciate the subscribe, my guy. I got you. Appreciate that, y'all. Head coach. The governor. Why is this shit? Trade block. Anybody on the trade block? We're gonna play a couple games, then if I don't like how we looking, then I'm gonna get rid of people. How do I leave this? Office. How the hell? I was just about to talk to Bam out of bio, man. Okay, cool. I just had to press some buttons. What's up, Bam? I'm glad you're here. I've had a lot on my mind lately. My legacy. What sort of impact I'll make on the league? Rings. I'm talking about rings, baby. Okay. Let's make sure this is right. I hear you. Like most teams, trying to be the best we can be without competing. Future. Do my best to ship you out. Oh, ship you out? Hell no. We need to keep, Bam. And we're guaranteeing championships. And anyone that does is lying. I can promise that unless things go very wrong. Trying to do the best we can without completely. Now I got to give them something good. Firsthand, all the work this team is doing and practicing in the gym and the weight room will win more in the next 5 years than anyone else. I promise. Oh, no. Ah, that wasn't the answer he was trying to hear, bruh. But I mean, that had to bring his morale down. It's been. We just gotta win. Let's do some conditioning. And then injury rehab. So I get to play? Bro, we need a point guard, gang. Not gonna lie, that's who we going for next, man. Point guard. Cause what they got going on.
Welcome everyone to a new season of the NBA. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us at 2K Sports are as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
Wait. What's the difficulty?
A look at Orlando's opening lineup. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell, Pope, and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point guard.
Oh!
And Banchero gets it to go.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Down low. Here's where
foul.
That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Suggs against Mitchell.
Mitchell's
Bankero
so
outside.
small. I'm gonna go for like Lonzo Ball. Check the free agent.
Back to Suggs. 6 to shoot.
Woohoo!
Always a nice way to
Hell outta
start.
me.
Makes his first one.
See, that
And
be
when
like
you
a
look
cone,
at Suggs' numbers, here's a
Go to
guy
bed.
who has really improved his shooting.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Hey guys, well the Magic were one of last season's most improved teams, and with the addition this summer of Kentucky's Caldwell Pope, they've addressed an area of real need. A player who can space the floor, add to their already stout defense, and has championship pedigree. They're going to continue to rise in this league, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thanks very much.
Ah,
Wagner for 3. And again,
Oh, no.
it's Orlando with a 3.
Well, that's a good sign for Wagner. He's working to become a more consistent shooter from outside.
Pass to Adebayo. And stolen by Bankero. Got a piece of it. Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Bankero. Mitchell drives in. And Mitchell with the slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off
We can't let
turnovers.
them run these
Get
plays.
down the floor before the defense is
Hell
set.
no.
And the shot goes.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. He said watching tape in preparation for this game, Wendell Carter just kept showing up. Whether it was on the boards, being in the right position
Way too
defensively,
small.
or even stretching the floor at the offensive end. Carter makes a lot of plays that help his team. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And he lobs it up. And it's
Time
slammed
out.
in by Carter.
They're
Throw
running.
it
They're
up
running.
to Carter Jr. and he'll take care of the rest. It's that easy.
Oh,
And
Magic.
so it's Eric Spoelstra
Get off
with
the
the
line.
timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Ooh, we got Terry Rozier. Quick hero. Wiggins can stay in a little longer. Bro, we don't got no like. All we got is
All right,
damn
let's use this
Adebayo,
time
bro.
to check out the teams with the most steals last year. 5th best, the Magic.
And this is a
Oh, I
team
gotta
that takes
shoot this
great
hero.
pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Pop out. That was a trash screen. Man.
Hero
You something
outside.
to work with, baby.
Pass to Adebayo. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game.
I'm ready for that. Pablo to get served out.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Adebayo in the post. Guarded by Bankero.
On defense,
Ah.
Bankero has a lot of good physical attributes, which help him create pressure.
Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
We're gonna have to get some
Just
jump
owning
shots
the
in.
painted area.
God.
If it's working, no need to change.
How about Paolo Bankero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker.
Wow.
And getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Bankero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Bankero against Adebayo.
Breaks.
Here's Suggs. Great
Oh,
start so
hell
far.
nah,
3 of 3
bruh.
in this one.
Just so successful getting the
We don't
ball
got
inside
any
and
defense.
finding those great looks.
To the inside. The rebound by Carter.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
He goes up again. Suggs, no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Hero for 3. The rebound by
Oh
Carter.
my God!
They're on a 16-6 run. With the fadeaway. Miami grabs the miss. And this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year. Wiggins finds Adebayo.
Go, 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 go!
The
Oh
layup off
my
target.
God! No, bruh.
Magic leading by 10.
I understand it's Hall of Fame, but what are we doing?
Wide open. And Caldwell Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Adebayo, a screen on Suggs. Rozier, the pass to Adebayo.
Holy
And stolen by Suggs.
Nah. We about to get ran off the court, bro.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Magic out in front. They lead by 12.
We gotta do something. We gotta do something. We can't lose our first game.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Boy, a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Kevin Love out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Hero in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Stan, you were a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jackhammer.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach. Outside for Love.
Keep it moving,
Pass to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. It's hauled in by the Magic. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Here's Black. Three-pointer off the mark. Heat trail by 14. Hero with it. There's the steal. Inside. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Bataze's checked in for Harris. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy and creating these relationships over time. And it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you.
I'm locked in. I'm going to give him a game.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. They get the rebound. Anderson finds Love. And again, no good by Miami.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Suggs. Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back.
Why is Kevin Love just looking, bro?
And the Magic lead by 21.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Hero.
Let's go, Hero.
Uneasy, too, on the layup. Hero's gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, he's crafty in the two-man game. Hero getting the space he needs.
Wagner outside. Here's the teardrop. Miami grabs the miss.
Got a rebound. Come on, run. Everybody run.
For those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
Let's go. Get on that rim.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Let's lock in.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And one thing's for sure, when Duncan Robinson is on the court, he has the greenest of green lights, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, look, he's one of the most lethal shooters around. He draws intense defensive attention, and then he's added to his game as a passer and as a guy who can take the ball to the basket.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Caldwell Pope comes in for Black. For three, Caldwell Pope. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Adebayo sets a screen. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
Well, he can do that. Adebayo's an excellent athlete, even by NBA standards.
Magic leading by 18. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. Suggs with the bucket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Adebayo sets a screen. Hero, the pass to Love. Pass to Adebayo. Now Jaquez. It's rebounded by Banchero. Wagner outside to the paint. And Carter gets it to go on the assist by Wagner.
Well, and that's where Carter wants the ball. Foul line down.
Love a screen on Suggs. Pass to Adebayo.
Bam.
51 seconds left in the first half.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Here's Suggs.
Somebody.
And he's going to the line
guards,
for two.
Bro.
The official saw contact while he was going up.
Oh my
Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
Wagner's checked in for Paolo Banchero. Adebayo in the post. Wagner's on him. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Back to Suggs. From outside the arc. And Wagner hits from deep. Wagner's got 6 here in the quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside Mitchell. Over Suggs. Oh, made it a tough look for him as the defense really pressed up on him. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Orlando ahead, delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hall of Fame might be a little too much, man. Might be a little too much, man. I'm not gonna hold.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here now at the Magic. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Golly, bro, we gonna have.
And let's move on now to those first two quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Heat.
They're getting steamrolled.
Appreciate you joining us.
See, that's on me, bro. We should have looked at our personnel, who we had on the team.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback.
This is crazy. Look on, man.
Is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half.
We got to get our shooters
on
right,
the wings,
man.
it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the one. The three from Banchero. That shot off the mark. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Pass to Ware. Outside Mitchell. Fires the three. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Grant, the Heat, last season, retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Robinson against Wagner. Clock at 6. Pass to Banchero. Nice shot from the wing. Banchero's got 9.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Heat with some changes. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Jaquez. And it's Hero in for Mitchell. Lets it go from the wing. Again, the Heat misses.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Suggs, the pass to Carter. Back to Suggs from deep. The rebound by Wiggins.
Run it, Wiggins.
For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Takes it in. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Yes, stunning play by Wiggins. Speeding inside and just rocketing up to the hoop.
A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. Miami, 3rd, 4th, the Magic.
And what stuck out to me is how intense both of these teams were on D last season. Neither giving up many points to opposing teams.
Carter, high post. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game.
None of y'all have no outlandish steals, so let's just relax, play regular defense.
Into the 3rd. 2 minutes in now. Here's Wagner.
No, hell no.
And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running.
15.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Banchero against Hero. Pass to Suggs.
Let's go, they missing.
Still out of sync.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Adebayo, a screen on Suggs. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul.
We gotta go up.
That's his first foul. Black's checked in for Orlando. There's a minute 34 left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Ware.
Go! Win!
Slam dunk.
Get in the
That's
rim.
what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
So for the Magic, Batase's checked in for
12,
Carter.
y'all, 12.
And Wagner subbed in for Paolo Banchero. And the only question for the Magic, figuring out who will initiate the offense, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they have great players who can
No,
finish plays.
boys.
But the issue they ran into last playoffs was finding someone to set them up. That's something you know they need to address.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Magic leading by 14.
Pick up.
Wagner outside to the middle. Kicks it out to Wagner.
No!
For 3.
The rebound.
Adebayo grabs the board.
Run.
Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Wiggins. And it's Orlando with a rebound. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. On the wing, Suggs. Over Robinson. Suggs, no good.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but
there you go, Wiggins.
in his quarter.
A mobile attacking player.
Whoa.
Wiggins' teammates and coaches love when he uses his physical tools to his advantage.
Get in front, get in front.
Suggs outside. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul. Anthony against Mitchell. Kicks it out to Wagner. There's the triple. The shot, no good. And so it's the Orlando Magic now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Playing some great basketball.
We're good. We're good.
And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying.
It's got to be a sense of urgency right now.
I know, Coach. Right now.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Kyle Anderson is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Mitchell in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Wagner for 3. Grabs the miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Mitchell, the pass to Love. Back to Mitchell. Outside for Love. It's rebounded by Batase.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Inside. Here's Wagner. He gets it in there.
Wagner loves the ball inside. He makes his money on the blocks.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Love. That shot is off. Orlando leading by 14. 16 feet out, and it's good. Off the back.
Oh my God!
This is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Both teams will make substitutions. On the wing, Burks. He's guarded by Anthony. Kept alive. And the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Mo Wagner.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Pass to Banchero.
Stay in that corner, bro.
Here's Black. Basket counts. Black's got his first 2 points.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. Down low. Wagner with a steal. The 3 for Suggs. Banchero no good.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Here's Wiggins. And he's going
Hey!
And finished off by Adebayo.
I know we're not going to win.
Watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
Orlando leading by 13. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
We need Tyler Hero in and Duncan Robinson. That's our
for
shooters,
Miami,
bro.
Robinson comes in for Burks. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Mitchell. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching his team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got 8 rebounds in the game. Wagner outside. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as
go,
coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Yeah, nice handoff by Hero, moving it when the play doesn't get him a shot.
Orlando leading by 15.
We gotta make some trades. Why are we switching that?
There's the alley.
That's not
and
him.
that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Magic.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And while there were some guys out there that what really stood out was the production for Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Wagner outside.
Oh,
they get a hand on it. Here's Wiggins. Oh, look at Wiggins rising inside.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Wagner finds Carter to the paint. And Suggs the bucket on the assist by Wagner. And the Magic lead by 13. Hero, the pass to Robinson. Back to Hero. And here's Robinson. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Good awareness and range to get out there for the rebound.
Wiggins against Wagner. Back to Anthony. Pass to Houston.
Hey, man. Bad game, man. Sorry.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean,
we tried to make a comeback. 8 for 17. He's the player of the game. Come on, game. 6 for 8, 6 for 8, 4 for 7, 2 for 3. We didn't take enough jump shots. But I tell you what. Good game, man. We getting rid of some people. I tell you that. Heck yeah. Where the free agents at, man? Regular season, your team is required to carry a minimum of 14 and a maximum of 15. All right. Pat Beverly? I know he gonna lock in and play some defense, bro. Bro's in the G League. Derrick Rose. Victor Oladipo. Obama. Not gonna lie, gang. It's kind of bare bones out there. This team trash, cuz. I know! Man, I don't know why Micah told me to play with the Heat, man. We picking up Pat Bev, bro. Oh, we gotta release some people then. Because what I won't do, he said, is this a 0-82 challenge? No, it's not. I want to win. Bro. Like, Bam Adebayo. They said Hero's an 88 overall? So why are we looking so musty and crusty out there? First of all, Bye, gang. I don't know who you are. Drew Smith. Josh Christopher. What position even are you, gang? I'm gonna send you. Yeah, you going straight to the D League, gang. Terry Rosie. Look at my players. Man, hold on, bruh. No way. Wait, there's your player. No, I don't have a player. It's just I'm just the GM. Bro, we need help, bro. Where's the free agents, gang? Like the Heat, upcoming free agents: LeBron James, Victor Wembanyama. Ooh, next year we got a chance. All right. Not gonna lie. I know Pat Bev might not have the best jump shot, but we might have to pick that bit up for some defense. Yeah, bro. Hold on, we gotta release how many players? My God. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. You gotta go too, gang. So that's, hold on. We gotta pick up somebody, bro. Pat Beverly, man. Yeah. Has happily accepted the offer from Miami Heat. Yes, hey, Pat Bev. I'm sicking you on anybody that's scoring, gang. I'm sorry. He immediately just hops over like 10 people on my roster. Let's go, man. Let's simulate this one. Just rotation manually. Honestly, bro, Pat Bev might have to be a starter, gang. And we're gonna take him. Take his spot. Sorry, Terry Rozier. I mean, nah, we could really put him on the bottom. Facts. Let's watch this game live, gentlemen. Let's go, Pat Bev.
Here we
Bam
go.
Adebayo, Ware, Burks, and Wiggins as the starting lineup. I know he guarding Lonzo Ball. I mean LaMelo. I want Lonzo. We're gonna get Lonzo. Oh, that's a yeah. Get the stop. Get the stop. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Pat Bev. Come on. What we got? And it's not shooting. Bro holding the ball kind of long. Oh, they must be running the play. Shoot that. Oh my God. If it's 0-0 with like 4 minutes left, bro, I'm get that still, Wiggins. Get that still, gang. Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball, wide open. What is we doing? Y'all scaring me, bro.
And just about a minute into the first quarter.
Game out, bro. I'm already seeing it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Yes, bro.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals, we just have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York,
where's my foul, bro?
At the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when iron's hot. And we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
Yeah, that trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful. Beverly, the pass for Wade. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And Beverly has tremendous speed, both in how he passes and shoots it. Tough to cover in the screen and roll.
You need to go back court. Get out of here.
Miller outside. Bridges sets the screen for Miller.
No way, man.
A three-pointer off the mark.
Get it
The
up.
Heat trail by 5. On the way to CBA, introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their teams, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes, and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, and all the other things, the luxury tax,
braids, baby,
that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. That certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Here's what Charlotte's going with right now.
Rebound!
Here's a Nurkic. He's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Josh Okogie. Smith checked in for Miller. And it's Trey Mann in for Ball. Here's Hero. Plays it up and banks it in.
What a read by Hero. He knew the pick and roll would give him some options.
Hornets leading by 3. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Nurkic finds Bridges. Fires from deep. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist for Bridges. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night.
With excellent footwork, Nurkic remains effective in those pick and roll situations.
Free throw line jump shot. Again, the Hornets score.
Timeout.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
I can't get jiggy with this shit.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Jovic. Outside.
Hero, come on.
What a play. Simply drains it in at the
That's
buzzer.
why I gotta go to off the bench.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
That jump shot feels
And
smooth,
they're
bro.
scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Hornets lead by 5.
Oh,
We'll get
we
right
just
back to
don't
the
have
action
no
when we
defensive
return.
presence, bro, rebounding's trash.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Charlotte.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. Going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And also, guys, they're out-hustling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Smith is out there with Grant Williams. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's man in at the shooting guard position.
He jumped.
So that's who Charlotte starts the
No
second
foul.
Using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA?
Get out there! Oh my God!
When did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right
going
as
up, baby.
the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Hornets leading by 6. Here's Smith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I love playing basketball, I love writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this path that I've taken.
So connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Mark Williams is checked in for Nurkic. Bridges comes in for Williams. Okogie's checked in for Smith. And it's Brandon Miller in for Trey Mann. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Beverly. Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
Right here.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Ball. Just 5 on the clock.
Oh my God! He lost.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Hanging tough. Ball does not let the foul stop him completely.
Ball hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the strike. He's going to cash in more than not.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Here's Ware. He's guarded by Williams. Beverly dishes to Ware. Williams and they're able to recover. Good on the three-point shot. Burks has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Beverly knows he's out there to pass the ball, guys. A skilled floor general. He really distributes it well.
That's no catering.
It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat trail by 8. And Beverly kicks to Ware.
No one else in, bro.
Pass to Adebayo.
I needed it.
Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
They are just killing him. on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds.
Scared to sub anybody
you go
else?
take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
I can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me on.
Shams Charania, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams, one of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
No way you stopping that.
Wiggins surveying the floor.
Attack Wiggins.
It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Good steal, Bam.
By Adebayo.
Give me the pack. Bam.
Beverly against Bridges.
Cut to the basket.
Beverly up top, inside.
I'm going up.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your
like
eyes
Bam.
off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
He ain't guarding them all the way in.
And here is Bridges. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. The trade. No good that time. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. He ends up dropping in two from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
There's nobody on the free agents, though. Way better
the Grizzlies struggling to stay healthy. Missing star point guard Ja Morant. From day one, he's been the leader and a producer.
And now breaking down the first half we saw, what can you say about LaMelo Ball? He's putting on a show.
I really like how he's...
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
My God.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through two quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few times defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Wiggins.
Oh, where's my defensive settings, bro? We about to be in next.
Alec Burks is out there at Patrick Beverly. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Ball, the pass to Miller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
No way!
Charlotte leading by 5.
What is that little fast break? Or turnover?
Bridges left side. Over in the corner, Williams.
He's tired.
Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You not running like you want to score, man.
Bridges against Adebayo. Here's Ware to the paint. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Charlotte shooting at 50% in a decent groove from 6 feet. And again, the Hornets missing.
Run, Williams.
Trail by 5. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. and I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his team.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Charlotte making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, one, guys flopping the fouls, and then two, whining when fouls aren't called. Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor.
I need 10 out of
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. The Heat third.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Bridges passes to Miller. Lock at 6. Ball from long range. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for Miami. 4-point game. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
It's hauled in by the Heat. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Hero, no good. Hornets leading by 4. Miller, the pass to Williams. The shot from the low post is good. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
And not just the score, Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Hero finds Robinson. Here's the 3. Hero, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing far.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And the shot goes in.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Here's Hero. Pass to Highsmith. Robinson left side. Outside, Hero. Anderson with the screen for Hero. Shoots over ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Charlotte making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Williams. And Smith subbed in for Ball. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Anderson.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Shots good by Hero.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Another stop.
Here's Bridges. The rebound by Anderson.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration, too.
Kicks it out to Hero. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter.
Man, they keep knocking down threes.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Williams is out there with Nurkic, Nick Smith, then it's Trey Mann, and it's Ball in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor.
And it's Beverly missing. Hornets leading by 7.
Bro's been tired the whole
Smith
game.
on the wing,
Still
covered
hooping.
by Wiggins. Nurkic kicks the ball. Outside Williams. His 3-pointers off the mark. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Floats it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
Hit this dude, man. He's gonna pull up something.
Ball from
I jumped at him.
Bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got 19 points.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Good on the shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Mark Williams is checked in for Nurkic. Bridges comes in for Williams. Okogie's checked in for Smith.
Oh my God!
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. Now, coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory
Get it
for
to
us.
him.
Guys.
Thank you, David.
Yeah.
Shot is good,
What?
and the Charlotte lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Burks.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much, and you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Back to ball. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Here in the 4th, he's been zeroed in, hitting some big buckets.
Adebayo with a screen on Ball. It's tipped. Stolen by Ball. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Okogie for 3. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Beverly, the pass to Burks.
Got him in there.
With both hands.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg. Everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Miller, no up. The Heat trail by 3. Everly with the ball. Bridges covering. Burks finds Beverly. Miller against Burks. Shoots it. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Be solid, man. Be solid.
Bridges misses.
Go.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Everly with the ball.
Everybody's so tired.
Big time from Bam. This guy's played in the finals, so Adebayo knows how to handle the pressure.
Here's Ball. It's in!
Beverly!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Driving inside. It's good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And despite being a little guy, Beverly knows how to step up big. Terrific at delivering.
No, he's going to pull up.
Important basket.
Oh, my
Talk about
God.
coming up big. Ball not shying away from these moments.
And he lobs it toward the rim.
I know we're tired.
Shows up in the clutch. The readiness of Adebayo paying off big time.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
34 seconds left
Oh
in the
my
game.
God.
A second
We
chance.
can't get the
That's
fucking
good.
ball.
Get a chance for one
Get
more
out of
three.
here. This is another sub my boy shot. This big squad is trash.
As soon as the shot goes up.
No.
And he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Can't afford to waste time. If they can get a score quick enough, they can get back on defense and try to get a stop instead of having the foul.
How did I sub them in? Didn't they get a 3-point play? I don't even want to foul, bro.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Damn, man.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line.
Nobody's running.
Good.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
On the wing, Wiggins, covered by Miller. Back to Adebayo.
Come on, Adebayo.
It drops.
That took too long. It took
His
too long.
confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
Foul.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm
sure. Come on, no, this one, you're tired.
Someone different.
They didn't really have
It's the second game of
I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Now a timeout called by Miami. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
Well, it's not looking good for him. We both can agree to that, can't we? I mean, there's got to be a quick bucket, a quick foul, and see what happens after that.
And so it's the whole.
I don't see it. I'm trying. Coach, somebody. Oh my gosh. Nah, bro. We gotta make some switches, man. Please, bro. We need some of these dudes off the team. Kevin Love, bro's pretty good. But Kevin Love, do I get anything from him? Eric Gordon, AJ Green. Back at it. Seth Curry. Oh my gosh. These boys is some Oh? Who are you people? No, bruh. Alec Burke was hooping. Hold on, come on. Ben Simmons? Hold on, I know that was some trash, but hold on. Marvin Bagley, Clint Capella. Ooh, I know that big can't shoot, but hold on. I know this bit of defensive menace. What's his badges looking like? Oh, bronze. Grayson Allen. Hold on, bruh. I definitely want you off my team. You can't shoot a damn. I'm not getting rid of Pat Bev. Don't even think about it. Brent Williams. Mitchell Robinson? Bronny James? And Gabe Vincent. Caleb Houston. As I see the new content vlog. That food looked mid. Hell yeah, that food was garbage. So trash. I'll never eat food from them again. Harrison Barnes. Ooh, bro might be nice. Rashawn Holmes. Can you shoot, buddy? Ah, man. I don't think so. Bro, we gotta get like a little package deal going on to get some people out of here, man. Who can I get for Bam? Since bro wanna win now. Jarrett Jackson? JJ for him might be a move. Brandon Ingram. We got to get one of our like lesser stars out of here. Andrew Wiggins for Paul George. But look at that money difference. Kyle Kuzma. DeAndre Hunter. Not mad at the JJ pick. That might be the wave, but because I'm not seeing Anunoby. Oh yeah. I think that Anunoby might be the wave, but oh yeah. Paul George that's just too much money, bruh. But that Anunoby, $4 years for 36. I don't even know who bro is. He might get released. What you talking about? He said, see what you could do to get for Tyler Hero. Should I ship Andrew and Tyler to see what I can get, or get this OG real quick and then man. Okay, as long as we know that we can get rid of these two for OG, we'll come right back. Just Tyler Hero, Quentin Grimes, Paul George, Kobe White, Lonzo. That's who I really want. But I know that Bella. Kristaps Porzingis? Ben Simmons. See what you can get for both. If not, go for OG. I'm thinking that Kristaps Porzingis might be the wave. Jamal Murray. Devin Book? Come on. I'm not gonna lie. Porzingis? I don't. Porzingis? But that's my shooter right there. D-Book. Lock it in. And Jared Jack. Phoenix have a... Woo! Okay. And then we're going to get rid of... Trade Finder. So we got D-Book. Tyus Jones. And we could get rid of him and... Scottie Pippen Jr. Tim Hardaway. Harrison Barnes, Grayson Allen. Let me see JJ's stats. I think it was JJ for Anunoby. Let me see. Jared Jack. 76 mid-range, 82 3-ball. He got a pretty good post fade. 45 pass accuracy. Lord have mercy. 33 speed with ball. This is not the my team, Jerry. I gotta tell you that for sure. 90 interior, 80 perimeter, 56 steal, 83 block, 47 offensive rebound, 65 defensive rebound. I ain't gonna lie, that Bam look better in almost everything, bruh. What makes him a 90 overall? Oh man, they hold that JJ. They hold that JJ. Terry Rozier and Love, man. Keep Bam, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Kevin Love gotta go though. Evan don't got no rebounding ability at the big man. So I got D-Book is my one. I might want like a decent 2-guard. We could get like a 3-and-D catch and shoot. Luke Kennett. Scottie Pippen Jr. Dalton Kennett. Max Christie. Man, none of these really. Malik Beasley. No, that bit throwing his team to the wind. Ah, man. Hell nah. Chris Dunn. Seth Curry. Hold on. Is this bit a two-way? Let's see. 88 3-ball. 89 3-ball. They trying to get my perimeter. Check Dalton stats. You must be talking about the one from the Lakers. Dalton Connect. Hold on, I did him and Beverly. Six. This would be my shooting guard. 90, 85. What's his defense looking like? Perimeter is not the best, but I mean we already know that. 86 speed. Ooh, set. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is the shooter. Alright, so we got D-Book. Bam Adebayo. Dalton Connect. I feel like I could pick up a guard off the from the free agency, right? Josh Richardson, Derrick Rose, Ricky Rubio, Reggie Jackson. Frank Nick. I ain't seen that been on the team in a minute, boy. After that LeBron debacle. Alright. Free agents is looking kind of mad. So we keeping Bam. Let's see if we can get a better big man for this dude. Try to get Lock for your 3. Bobby Portis. Carlos LeVert. Seth Curry. Ooh. Damn, they cost a grip. Well, I know that'd be a good big man. But look at all that money. Marcus Smart. Who's my 3 now? It would be Duncan Robinson. Jonathan Isaac, Caleb Martin, Bruce Brown, Tim Hardaway, Harrison Barnes. Damn. Where's Tyus Jones? Oh, I must have just got him in a trade. What's up, O'Neal? What's good, gang? I think we can shoot check stats. Damn, I just be moving so fast, but where? Who's where? Who's where? Who's where? He must be already on the team. They're gonna show me his actual stats? That big can shoot the 3. Whoa. They're gonna have to stay deep book. Man, I'm just trying to get like a solid 2. If I can get a solid 2, I'll be good. Luke Kennard. That bit got a crazy look. He a shooter, look like. Oh man. What's his 3 ball? 87-3. What's his defense? 51 perimeter. Man. I know this Finley gotta have defense. Steals at 43? Don't nobody need to be reaching in this little league. Carwell Pope. I'm trying to get one more big man, like one more big name, and I'll be good. Devin, Bam. Devin, Bam, and Connect might be the little trio, man. Let me do some game planning, and then boys look tired. I don't want you in the starting lineup. gonna have to do it like, oh, no. Where's Dalton, man? Alright, so D-Book, Dalton, Bam, and Ware. Are you, we definitely do need a lockdown on the team. It's looking real trash. Okay, he might be the lockdown. Perimeter plus B+. Robinson, Caleb, Kyle, these others. Alright, man. How much minutes do I have? Oh, we gonna have to live and die by D-Book. I'm about to turn injuries off, but I ain't lying. If I lose D-Book, the stream getting cut off, man. That'd be a tough way. We gotta figure out what's gonna happen with this bench squad too, bruh. Cause it's looking kind of crazy. Hold on, bro. What them damn injuries? Fatigue on. Foul out. Come on, bro. Where's the injuries at, man? Stop playing. General. Let's take that shit off, bro. Hey, but you just gotta be mad at me. Alright, let's visit the GM building, man. Anybody got anything to say to me? Man, that's 2 straight L's. Nobody got nothing to say? Alright, man. And we lose to Detroit. It's gonna be time to pack it up, gang. Woo. Yeah. Hold on.
Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi folks, this is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill. And now that this new season is underway, Grant, how critical is it to get off to a good start?
BA, it's so important, but not the end-all be-all. It's a long season, plenty of time to build towards your goal. You're going to have some setbacks along the way, but just keep your head down and keep pushing forward.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. And it's Duran in at the center position.
Lockdown to be booty.
Thompson passes to Ivy. From outside, off the mark.
Nasty on the boys. What are you doing? Look right.
Here's Connect. Adebayo, a screen on Ivy. Here's Connect.
Oh, Connect.
Ivy with the defensive effort. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Pistons. It's a 3-point game. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
Categorically, you look at that box score from that last game, and they outplayed their opponent in so many areas. I thought it was going to at least come down to a buzzer beater, but it did not. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And that's the kind of play you put on repeat. Just go back to Booker in the pick and roll.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. He can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
From 9 feet. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Here's Cunningham. And the foul foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez.
You see the raw talent that Cade Cunningham has, and with hard work and the proper focus, this guy is capable of big things.
Brent, he might be a year or two away, but it's all starting to come together for Cade Cunningham.
Well, B.A., the playmaking is certainly there. His vision on the floor, knowing where his teammates are. He's picking and choosing his spots a little bit better offensively to try to dominate 6 or 8 minute sections of the game. So Cade Cunningham is continuing to grow. And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
Adebayo, a screen on Cunningham. Throws it up high. Oh, stolen by Harris. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Booker.
Classic hustle play in transition from Thompson.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Beasley's checked in for Thompson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thank you, B.A. Even though it's still early in the season, the Miami Heat front office is getting things done. They've been looking to upgrade their backcourt, and with the opportunity to land Devin Booker, it was top priority to bring his incredible skill set, scoring, and mindset to the organization. There's lots of exciting things happening for this team and their entire fan base. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this move with Devin Booker evolves this franchise.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us in the loop. Beasley, the pass to Ivy. Back to Beasley. Harris with it. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
To the inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Although they've had a lot of high draft picks, Grant, the Pistons are still fitting everything together.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of rebuilding teams go through struggles, and then suddenly everything clicks. But you have to have experience mixed in with the youth.
Beasley for three. Adebayo grabs the board.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Adebayo, a screen on Cunningham. Booker, the pass to Jaquez. Back to Booker. 5 to shoot. Pass to connect. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 3rd assist of the night.
You have to be careful against Connect inside. He'll turn you into a highlight.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the shot goes down. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Booker against Cunningham. It's Jaquez on the wing. Back to Booker. He got it up. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Miami out in front, leading by just 2. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. Isaiah Stewart out there with Asar Thompson. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Beasley in at the 2 spot. And Brent, 2 of the best athletes in the league are brothers. Asar and Amen Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
For three, Hardaway, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Jones from outside.
Rebound.
The rebound by Detroit.
Man.
This, their first chance to take a look at the Heat this season.
Got the ball.
Out to Beasley. Back to Thompson. Fires the three. Love grabs the miss.
Go.
And it's Jones with the ball for Miami. Has to connect. Anderson with a screen. Back to Jones. Here's connect. They set the pick. Here's Anderson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
Love, you don't score
Jones,
this, bro.
the pass to Love.
Okay.
I know I should have kicked out. But come on,
Better
man.
than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. You know, all the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from it.
Jones, the pass to Anderson. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here.
Kevin Love at the big man is so bad.
On the break. From 13. Miami grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor. I mean, you're going to
what kind of passes is this?
The best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion. And their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
Love. You're getting released after this.
Outside Jones. Outside Robinson. 4-3. A rebound by Stewart. The Pistons lead by 3. All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. 1:46 left to play in the second quarter.
We can't lose 3 in a row, bro. We lose 3 in a row.
Pass to Harris. Fires at the elbow. Buries the jump shot. Harris has gotten his first points in this one.
This is a strength of Tobias Harris, finding good rhythm now in the mid-range shot.
Here's Ware. Good D by Duren. The Pistons lead by 3. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Here's Duren.
I'm there the whole time.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
Cunningham against Booker. The 3 is up. Thompson pulls it in. The Pistons have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Booker with it.
Get that rim, Books.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up to the rim.
We start missing
and
dunks.
an emphatic jam on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch.
Help
Great
him.
flush. Rebound Miami. Connect's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jaquez, the pass to Adebayo. Cashes in the first attempt of the game. Now just a 1-point Detroit lead.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best. Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Detroit on top, up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Right? Drum roll, please. I've been better shooting than my character.
Welcome to the.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution. They're playing within themselves and within the system.
And now to some other news. We've got some.
That's who I'm missing, Andrew Wiggins.
Thanks as always.
He was hooping, but he won't really hooping. Better than what I'm seeing from that bench card.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one.
I don't think we good enough to match any super team right now. We can't even beat Detroit.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They lead by 1. After this game, they can look forward to Philadelphia, where they'll match up against the 76ers. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Connect is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Ware in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Ivy's shot is off.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Adebayo for 3. Booker. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo. Booker's got 8.
And Booker's got one of the quickest releases in the game.
Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Graham.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
And that's what you get with Cunningham running the show.
Here's Booker. Flying in for the flush. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff.
Come on, bro.
He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. In third, the Heat.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Ivy outside, pass to Cunningham.
Back door.
Shot clock at 6, and it's Connect with a rebound. Connect's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Booker.
Reset.
Adebayo, a screen on Cunningham. And he lobs it up top. And finished off by Adebayo.
And Bam with great hands there to leap up and time that one.
Pistons trail by 3. Harris outside. Here's Cunningham. Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
Ooh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Booker against Cunningham. Pass to Connect. Jaquez with it. call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. So for the Pistons, Beasley comes in for Ivy, and it's Schroeder in for Cade Cunningham. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. To the middle. And Adebayo slams it in.
That time Bam just shifted the D over and found a bucket all by himself.
And Brent, the Heat always looking to compete year in, year out.
Well, for good reason. This team takes a lot of pride in giving themselves a chance every year. And the way the front office conducts their business is they believe they can put together the type of roster that is going to go out there and take care of things to put them in position to be successful.
Here's Schroeder, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I'm never quite sure what Schroeder is going to do there. Fantastic at forcing the D to hit him while he was shooting that one.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And Detroit making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Jones finds Robinson. Sinks the tray. Robinson's got 6.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Here's Schroeder.
He just can't stop anyone.
In off the glass.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Schroeder against Jones. Outside Robinson. There's a screen by Love. Fires for 3. Robinson can't hit. Pistons trail by 3. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Hardaway, no good. Miami has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Love inside, covered by Schroeder. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Tim Hardaway.
Well, for a big guy, Kevin Love is certainly one of the best free throw shooters in the game, and you don't want to send him to the line.
Miami making a switch here. Highsmith checked in. Reed's checked in for Detroit. Stewart comes in for Harris. Now Schroeder. He's got 5. Stewart, the pass to Hardaway. Shoots over Anderson. Hardaway, no good. Heat leading by 4. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Robinson on the wing. He's guarded by Beasley. Robinson gets the bucket.
Yeah, Duncan really patient there, exploiting the D and operating in the pick and roll.
And here's Hardaway. Just 3 on the clock. And it's good. 2 points. Hardaway's got his second basket of the night. The third quarter comes to a close. Miami out in front, up by 4. We've got more in store.
Man, D-Book and
let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Simone Fontecchio out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Beasley in at the 2-guard spot. Jones with the ball. He's picked up by Schroeder. That one drops for him. Jones has got his first basket.
Quick step and a nice play by Jones.
Pistons trail by 6. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
A line change here for Miami. Reed's checked in for the Pistons. Booker. What balance from Booker.
Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now here's Reed, guarded closely. Here's Hardaway, and that's a foul called on Paul Reed. That's his first foul, and Detroit making a change here. Fontecchio's checked in.
Oh, man.
Heat leading by 7. Booker surveying the D. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And that one's good.
Hey, you better let him know.
In the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Ivy goes in. Puts it in off the killer crossover.
And he is a hard charger. Ivy only plays at full speed. A great burst on his drives.
Up top, Booker. He's watched by Cunningham. To the left wing. Pass to Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Heat lead by 10.
Just how effective is Bam on the interior? Just does not get out of sorts and takes some highly efficient shots.
Oh, Cunningham rises up.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Booker finds Adebayo. Back to Booker. Adebayo, a screen on Cunningham. Second chance shot. Here's Booker.
Oh my God, Booker!
Booker get that close.
Good hustle as Booker.
Oh, you know I gotta make my shorts, man.
Booker gets after it on the inside.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Trailing by 10. And let's connect with a rebound. The Heat have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. 1:43 left to play in the fourth.
Wait! It worked out!
Boom! He jams it straight down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Here's Cunningham. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Booker against Cunningham.
Oh my gosh.
Booker, good.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Out to Harris. The importance of getting your second NBA contract is something players often cite. Brent, did you feel that way?
No doubt about it, BA. I mean, it's a stamp of approval that you belong at this level. Of course, it gives you security for what you want to do for your family and for yourself. But, man, that's acknowledgement that all that hard work has paid off.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Heat.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well. Just really impressive.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Devin Booker.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
That's the dynamic duo for the Miami people.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Booker on the take. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry.
E-book, man. 8 for 12, 4 for 5, 4 for 6, 3 for 6, 2 for 5, 1 for 2, 1 for 2. And all these people did not play. That is tough. But as I promised, K-Love is gone off of my team. I can't, bruh. Like, he's old now, man. They just got him playing like, we gotta go for somebody. Ooh, you are young, aren't you? Luke Cornett. I heard this bit was nice. See, the crazy thing is, (6'9". What's your rebound looking like? Some cut. I'm gonna have to pair him up with somebody to get them off my team. Give me a big man, like a good big. Terrence Man, Trey Man. I don't know who that is. Who did he play for? Undrafted. Chris Paul. Hola. Oh, now. What's his rebounding? Isaac Okaro? They're not trying to give me nobody young, bro. Ooh. I don't know about Kevin Knox, but I do know about this bit. He can shoot. Think I'm gonna do it. They young too. Oh, no. wait, man. But Kevin Love is definitely somebody I don't want on my team anymore. Other than that, the team just hooped, man. Everybody looks pretty happy. And around there. I think that's gonna call it for the first episode, y'all. MYGM Heat Series episode 1. Y'all like that? Like, subscribe, share with a friend. Till next time, y'all. Peace.